There you go.
Welcome to Pizza Time.
That's because you put your daughter in my chair.
Pizza time.
Hey guys, welcome to Pizza Time. I'm Greg Ascalise. I'm here with. Guys, I'm sorry. We started off, totally unprofessional.
Yeah, that's probably the most professional thing we did.
But listen, hey, we're really excited, right. Like we say every week, right? Eddie's chair just dropped to the ground right before we were about to start. It was awesome. Listen, we got a great show. We we say we were going to get better, we get worse. And, we definitely got better with our guest this week. We have Julian Hammerhands Rodriguez on.
Wow.
And, we're really excited.
Hammer
What's up, man? We're glad you can make it, man. We've been trying to get you on for a little while now. We're pretty pumped up that you're here tonight.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Good stuff. Listen, George went out and did some crazy stuff this week. We got two different segments. One was he did some follow-up. He did some recon on one of Julian's favorite pizzerias when he was growing up. But one of the segments that he did a great thing. He hit his first. We hit our first pizza truck, and he did an amazing job. George, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Well, Little Sicilian Rice Balls is the pizza truck. But they have pizza inside the pizza truck because they have their own pizzeria up in White House Station called Giovanni's.
Nice.
So they also have these rice ball trucks, and they go all over the place. And you'll see they have 70 different events going on this summer, and the rice balls are delicious.
The guy seems excited. He gave us Facebook stuff. We're going to go to that in a little while. I just want to continue to motor on through this. I wanted to talk to Eddie a little bit about this week. Last weekend he went out, a boys weekend down in Atlantic City. Had a little bit of a wild time. I heard some residual stories.
Yeah, there's some good stuff going on.
Tell me what happened. Anything good?
Yeah, well,
we're gonna do your merch.
That's about how much I remember.
Let's go to birthdays.
What is the
What happens in Atlantic City stays.
What does the cat got your tongue? I just wanted to. I wanted to listen. I saw you did a Mutz segment, but we're going to get to that next week because we're going to start talking about the Mutz. We're going to have that Mutz off.
Yeah.
So I'd like to take that opportunity to show that next week.
Then I believe everybody behaved themselves. There were no problems. The only little uproar was we were at a lounge called Tango's at Tropicana on
after I left.
After you left,
right? That's right.
Cover your ass for your wife.
Right after I left.
So look at that picture, huh? Look at that picture.
Oh, look at that party, huh?
Yeah, that's a good time with Joe from Cafe 2825, and we were back to Tango's. We were there, and everybody's having a nice time. And not that I have anything against anybody's sexual preferences or what they do, but this very obvious transvestite he/she walked in the room. Right, and it was everybody's there. There was hundreds.
What was it? Would you think she was a transvestite because of her size, or she just didn't look? She looked the part of
man hands,
neck.
Yeah, there's a lot of the Adam's apple was hitting with a choker, the whole 9 yards.
Like a Laverne Cox type of idea.
Exactly. So everything was going good until, out of maybe 300 or 400 people, she decided she was going to pick Dr. Frank Bello to go. Don't you dare make fun of me! Don't you? And he didn't say a word. Frankie hadn't said a word.
For a change.
And Frankie's going, I didn't say nothing. And she wouldn't stop. So Frankie turned around and said, he tried to be as nice as he could. He said, "Why don't you go upstairs and shave your balls?"
Oh my God.
PG-13.
PG-13.
That was worth it.
Sometimes. Well, guys, I just want to let people know at home. Sometimes we tell a few stories before, but I didn't get that story. So, I just want to apologize. There's any kids watching.
It wasn't clear with the censors.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't clear, that story. But it sounded like you had a great time. And, I mean, guess coming from a doctor talking about someone's genitalia, I guess it's okay in a way.
It's a medical thing.
Right. I dated a girl named Genitalia.
You know what else annoys me about Atlantic City? I mean, I love most of Atlantic City. Two things. I'm convinced that 3/4 of the people down there do not own mirrors. You ever see the shape of these people, what they're wearing down there? These women believe because they break the threshold of the Raritan Toll Plaza, they lose 40 pounds. Because they wear these outfits they're just bulging out of. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a pig myself.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I don't expose my stomach.
I wouldn't wear a 38
to
size pair of pants,
Exactly.
So you're 38, right?
That 38, I'm not going to bite on that one.
No.
I know what it is. You know what it is? There's some of those clubs. You go to those places, and there's clubs inside the place. And I know it's dark, but I know a lot of those girls want to get dressed up. It's a lot of bachelorette parties going on down there.
Those idiots.
The bachelorette party gets a little crazy down there with those, right?
Well, I don't mind it, but I'm sure there's bachelor parties down there and there's bachelorette parties. But why does as you're sitting there, you're watching down the lobby, why does every bachelorette party feel they have to wear matching shirts with stupid sayings on them and these tiaras and there's all
terrible.
these
And those lollipops.
phallus
those,
lollipops.
Nobody
not-
likes that.
Shit.
Enough already. Go out and have a good time.
Like you really gotta like be so flamboyant with like you know what I mean?
This is where I'm at, Greggy. This is where I'm
This
at.
is you know what I want to get off that because
Is anybody else having a tough time this week but myself with the allergies?
I'm good. I'm good so far.
I'm telling you, I'm dying. You saw what I came in with. I had an array of stuff here. I had the nose spray, the eye drops.
I was hoping that you weren't going to keep doing that during the show.
It's going to happen during the
Like
show.
Felix Unger, you're going to start making noises. You're going to honk.
Oh, guys, these are perfect. I'm sorry I have allergies.
All right, so listen, let's get into it a little bit. What do we got here? We got any birthdays this week?
Yes, we do. All right. Not very many, but we want to wish happy birthday to Christine DeVillo, Diane Pfeiffer Godey, Craig Nuzzi, and see, Big Mike Hennessy.
Big.
I think he's having a party this Saturday, but Gino Del Carlo has forbidden me from mentioning where the party is taking place. Mike is in charge of full promotion of his own party, so I'm not allowed to mention it and help out.
Well, we got Gia Del Carlo in the studio. Maybe we can squeeze it out of her later when we get her on camera.
Right, leak it out.
Maybe we get the leak. She should give us the scoop on it. But, hey, happy birthday, Mike, man. Bullet, you grew up with him a long time, right?
Yeah, high school, man.
Wow.
Going through high school with Mike Hennessy. He was from another town, so you know it was the legend meeting Mike Hennessy when you met him. It was like, and then he didn't disappoint. What a big guy! Someone said I look like him now with the haircut.
Yeah, a little bit.
There it is. There it is. Look at my birthday party.
Congratulations on that one.
Hey, Mike, I love you, bro. Believe me.
And this week, well, I'm sure there's deaths somewhere out there, but none that
No, that hit home.
Hit home with us. So
And that's good to know. That's good to know.
That's
But
good
I would
news.
like to bring up that this is Brain Cancer Awareness Month, so if you get a chance, show some support, wear some gray sometime this month for Brain Cancer Awareness.
All right.
That's good stuff. All right, we're going to go right into it. Julian, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, listen, I got a couple of questions. We're going to just do the beginning of it because I was talking to you a little bit before. I know that you're born in Hasbrook Heights, right? Well, you grew up in Hasbrook Heights.
I was born in Hoboken.
born in Hoboken, St. Mary's?
Yeah.
Great. You're born in St. Mary's, but you live in Hasbrook Heights, but then you moved to North Bergen.
I grew up in North Bergen.
You grew up in North
Yeah.
Bergen. When did you come here? How old were you when you...
Well, first I moved to Westwood right before high school, so I was probably 13, around there.
Okay.
Was there for maybe 2.5 years, and then I moved to Hasbrook Heights to finish off high school.
But I remember you as a young kid in North Bergen. How old were you when you were in North Bergen?
Since I was pretty much born till maybe 12.
Beautiful, beautiful. Which is funny because we were talking about it today. We had an opportunity to go back, and George did a nice little outfield correspondent. He went to Nick's Pizzeria. You know Nick?
Of course.
Well, he loves you, boy.
Yeah, he loves you.
So, Bully, you want to cue up this piece a little bit?
Yeah, the video.
Yeah, give Julian a little taste of home.
Okay.
This guy was great, man, right? I stopped in. I saw him a couple months back, and I had mentioned it to George today. I said, this guy's very charismatic and gets very animated when he talks about you. He remembers you in those pictures on the wall that you have.
Isn't I still?
Yeah, look at this one.
Yeah, look at that.
this.
Look at that. There he is.
Pizza and love.
He let me in the back again. I get back there all the time.
There it is. You think you can cue up that
Yeah.
the promo?
Yeah.
Look at him making bullet work. Look at him.
You know what I don't
That's what I'm-
understand? Before we get to the promo, on the wall at Nick's, there's quite a few pictures.
Yeah, there's a
of
bunch of
Julian.
pictures. Yep.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is this, and it's been annoying. Do you ever notice how much annoys me?
A lot of noise.
A lot
yeah,
annoys me.
a lot.
But why is it every time that someone takes a picture with a boxer, we got to get this fucking thing going on? That guy alone. He's been training since he's 8 years old. All of a sudden, you've decided you're allowed to stand in a picture with the same
just
pose.
because
as
you're a
him.
fan, it doesn't mean that you can just put the boxer pose right there.
Well, my point is, you're a baseball player.
I wouldn't be like this.
Yeah, did you
I
understand?
was
You
there.
Pete Rose.
Hey, Pete.
Would you stand
Hey,
there?
Pete, smile.
No, Pete
No.
Rose should stand there gambling.
Well, I'll be honest.
I watch my wallet. Is what I do.
I'll be honest, Ed, if you would take a picture of me, right, when I was in college, and I
You did a
was-
Heisman?
like I was throwing the ball, like I was a quarterback.
Julian, why is that? Do you notice? Do people do that to you all the time?
I guess they're just
It's more traditional, right?
They're just excited, and then when they see what you're doing, they they just copy it. It's very simple to just put your hand up like that.
Yeah, but it's corny as hell.
No, not for the
you.
boxer.
He's
We're saying
he's earning money off it. What are they doing?
but it's like part of them. But it's pretty cool. I like when two boxers do it. I think it's cool. Or and say there was an older gentleman. He boxed like growing up, and he was a boxer.
Like Jerry Cooney.
Yeah,
Right.
No, not like a professional. I mean, if like Bullet used to box on Boulevard East.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I used to get knocked out on Boulevard. I don't know about boxing.
Joey Caracappa.
I had an older brother, and Joey Caracappa.
Joey-
Let me tell you, Scott Jeffrey was a great boxer.
He was a good boxer. But I'm saying though, if you ran into Jules and you were like a fan of his, would you put your hands up too? Once he did it, because I think it's a nervous reaction. I think you do it, and then
You know what?
they want to be part of it too a little bit.
Only if I took a picture with him. I wouldn't go up to him and go like this.
No,
but if I
I
took
would
a
hope
picture, no.
That could be a mistake.
I think it's just a way for people to want to relate. more.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's what it is.
I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's traditional. I mean, it's really cool at one of the sports that they have
It
something.
must get annoying,
Yeah.
though.
Imagine like you go up to the Olympic guy with the shot put.
Yeah.
Fucking lead in. He'll probably like he'll go into your ear like, oh, what are you trying to tell me?
What's that other stupid one? The curling?
Curling, it's a little curling.
Me and Eddie both looked at each other.
Hey, Ivan.
Ivan. Oh my God, is that Ivan so and so? You think I can get a picture with him? Excuse me, babe. Hold my bag. Get my broom out.
That is some sport, man.
That's fucking terrible.
I got that video.
You got it?
Here it comes.
All right, we're bringing you back, Julian, a little bit right here. We're going to get a little wild.
Good
There it
evening,
is.
everybody. Another Pizza Time exclusive
I
from
love George's
Awesome.
correspondent George Tomasello. I am entering for the first time Nick's Pizzeria in probably 20 years.
That brings back
And
some
this,
memories.
ladies and gentlemen, is the owner, Nick. Nick, good to meet you.
That's Nick number
I'm
2.
George Tomasello from Pizza Time. I'm here to ask you a little bit about the place and to talk a little bit about Julian, who's going to be on our show tonight.
Jules, you remember that
You
cat?
see his pictures all over the wall.
Look at that
Oh,
guy.
nice.
Remember that guy, Rock?
Nick, tell us a little bit about the place and about Julian and your relationship with him.
Well, the place is here a long time. It's since 1972. We have a good pizza, and everybody's happy, and I'm happy.
All right, that's great, Nick.
It's got that
Julian
same
used to
Greek
go in
dick.
Harrisville in 81st Street, and he used to come in every day when he was like 10, 12 years old, eating 2 slices.
2 slices.
2 slices, and he always tells me I got the best pizza in the United States.
Oh, that's great.
Now he grew up, he's a professional boxer.
Show the Sicilian.
Yeah, Cecilia was
Good
there.
guy and respectable.
Ah, there we
And
go.
the only thing I can say, I wish him good luck and the best.
Well, thank you very much, and we'll try to show him this tonight
Yeah.
and let him know that you wish him the best.
Yeah.
So Nick, say hello to the Pizza Time guys. Hello to Greg, Eddie.
Pizza
Put him on the
Guy-
spot. Look at him
Pizza
dragging it
Guy
out.
Times, Greg, hello, Eddie,
Bullet,
Bullet,
and George.
and George. You
should've
guys, George is you. That's
You
for
should have
sure.
said.
So you guys have a nice show, and I wish good luck to my buddy, Julia.
All right, thank you, Nick. Thank you very much.
guy,
That's
man.
great
Oh,
stuff.
that's awesome.
That's a good
That's
guy,
awesome,
man.
yeah.
I told you, man. He was like,
Yeah, he was great.
He was glowing when I was talking to him about it. It was crazy.
When I was younger, I used to go in there a lot, but just to eat pizza. But the other day, I was actually at Bellows. I was getting my back adjusted, and I took a walk over there just to shoot the breeze with him. And I really got to talk to him as a person about him, and because he always asked me how I'm doing. So I wanted to sit down with him and say, how are you doing? How did this
great.
come about? I asked him about his life and stuff like that, and he was really, like you said, he was really
cool, yeah. That's good
charismatic.
stuff.
Julian, he
Charismatic
told
guy.
me that. He told me that Monday night was the first time he ever had the chance to actually talk to you.
Yeah.
Because usually when you come in there, it's always busy, and they say hello, and you do a small greeting, and you have to leave. Or he's busy. So he was very happy about
Yeah.
that. He told me.
Julian, I want to find out. I mean, I'm a fan so far, but there's going to be one last category I need to find out about before I follow you.
Okay.
Are we a Met fan or a Yankee fan? Be careful.
I mean, honestly, just to stay on your safe side, I don't really follow baseball.
Now we're talking.
So the
uh,
Yankees. Good. George, another Yankee fan.
Julian, I'm with you, man. I try so hard. I never worked so hard to try to follow a sport in my life, but I just can't. We're going to segue into sports right now?
Are we segueing into sports right now?
I think that was Eddie's attack. Eddie, I really like
Well,
the
'cause
attack.
I
was a
know,
nice
I know
segue.
where the standings are, and
Yeah.
I want to give it to the Mets fans.
Fans are begging that he says Yankees. Billy Lyons wants to see.
All right.
All right, I'm a
Sports.
Yankees fan. I'm a Yankees fan.
Ah, there you go.
Yankees, 16-9. Mets 11-15. That's a 5.5 game lead. That's the biggest lead we've had in the Pizza Time era.
Wow.
In the Pizza Time era.
The Mets,
So, yeah.
the Mets need an ambulance on the field at
The
all
Mets,
times.
the Mets have a lot of problems. What they
Yeah.
did with Thor was ridiculous. I don't even know how the hell they
have
can
to
live with
stop
themselves.
giving these superhero names to these pitchers.
And he's
The Dark
huge.
Knight,
Did you
the
see how
Embarrassing.
big he is now?
It's enough.
Yeah, and Judge. I mean,
Here comes
Judge
Judge.
is so good. He's so good. We're gonna do a little NFL. We're gonna do a little NFL here.
Wow.
The draft. Temple boy, first round. Did you see that?
I'm going to tell you, in the first 4 rounds, there was 7 guys from Temple that went.
Right.
Talk about a new era, huh?
Wow, how
Really?
about that?
Yeah.
How
After
about-
after the first 2 days, just think about the Pennsylvania schools. You had Temple had 2 guys drafted. You had Villanova had 1 guy drafted, Pete Lombardi's Lombarda, and you had 0 from Penn State after the
I'd
first.
say no first round.
No first or
Wow.
second.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's just talk about Pennsylvania and have the difference. But I'm sorry to interrupt with that.
No, it's okay.
Just want to give a little plug to TU, baby.
It's all right. The NHL. You got the Rangers are down 2-1 to the Senators. Our hockey fans are a little nervous
But
out
they
there.
came up big last night.
That was a
They-
hu- that was
they
huge
did
last
look
night.
Very good last night.
What's the guy's name? Zook? Z? I don't even know.
Yeah, George, you
Zook.
lost me. I gave you all I had. With
Yeah, I used to. I was a big
did good.
Ranger fan. I'm embarrassed. I don't even know anybody in the Rangers anymore.
I almost turned around and said, Ed, did you watch your second
No,
full
I
game?
didn't. I didn't. Weeknights I've been sleeping by 9 o'clock. Besides for
The
pizza time.
Clippers have been eliminated.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Who's that?
The NBA Clippers, not the other Clippers.
I was saying it's early in the
Good.
season.
That means there's Somerset Clipper news still to come.
That's right. That's right. Everyone's on the edge of their seats. The Clippers were eliminated. Now the question is Chris Paul a mush? Because apparently Chris Paul can't win a playoff series. Is this what's going on here, Eddie?
It's you know, let me just, because like I said, I sleep a lot these days.
Greg,
Who did
Chris
they
Paul.
play? Who did they
you
lose
know?
to?
I have no idea.
Who did the Clippers lose to?
Double claim to.
Utah?
Oh, yeah.
Am I right? I don't know.
I-
What do I know is that they
Move on,
lost.
move on. I know more
All right.
about the Somerset Clippers.
So Somerset Clippers split a doubleheader this weekend, so we're now 2-2.
Boring.
Do we need a little?
Yeah, can we bring it in right now?
Bring it up. Bring it up. While we bring it up, the Kentucky Derby is Saturday.
Yeah, there it is.
The Derby Saturday. He's excited about the Derby, this guy.
Julian, look at him. Julian, look how excited he gets. Look at him.
We got some cousins. in the Derby, maybe.
All of a sudden he gets
You should watch this before fights, Julian.
This will get you jazzed up. I get jazzed up every time I see it.
So the Derby Saturday. You gamble horse racing?
I'm not a gambler, but sometimes I used to drive out and put something on it,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
just
fun.
because people have parties and stuff. But I won't be around this weekend. I have to take care of a couple things down south.
How about you, Ed?
I've been known to dabble in gambling.
Yeah?
I may dabble.
Who do you like? We got a New Jersey horse in there. Irish War Cry.
Well, I don't even look at the horses. Who's that same guy with the white hair who trains the horses?
Yeah, that guy.
Whoever
yeah,
he's got,
he
you
is,
got to
you
bet
just-
one every year.
Battert.
I'm not sure.
Ba, ba, ba,
yeah,
ba,
but you
ba.
know what I'm saying. I don't even
understand.
pay attention to the horses. He seems to be the favorite every year.
All right, we got some boxing news. Canelo Alvarez is fighting Chavez Jr. I have no idea what weight class it is. It's super middleweights.
Can you
And-
discuss that a little bit with us?
Yeah, actually, I think
Glad you're here.
the fight's at a catch weight. I think it's 164 and a half, maybe. I'm not too sure on the specifics, but they're both from Mexico.
Wow.
It's pretty much like a rivalry because, Canelo is sort of like the cute kid coming up. Like he's very, he's like a ladies guy.
Oh, okay, okay.
Chavez, his father was pretty much one of the best Mexican fighters of all time.
Exactly.
That's his father, Chavez?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So he, and he's more, the gentleman of the sport. He's
not flash and dash?
yeah, he's
more-
not flashy. I mean, his career has kind of been up and down, but he respects fighters who wants to fight the best all the time, and that's his argument. Canelo is pretty much saying like, well, it's a business, and it's just a lot of political type stuff going on.
But you think it'll be a good fight?
It should be, yeah. They both go head toe to toe, and they
Who do you-
both all Mexican fighters have sort of the similar styles, so it's going to be.
Who do you
All
like?
right, I'm excited.
I have Canelo. I got Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo? All right. All right. Eddie,
So does
Canelo.
George Shang. George Shang
Right.
likes Canelo.
Canelo,
So
write that
right,
down.
Canelo.
Canelo.
You heard
What
it
is
here-
Canelo?
You heard it here first on Pizza Time.
That's inside information.
All right. And that's really all.
That's all you got?
I mean, I can tell you about my team and the games if you want. Okay.
George, come on. I wait for that all week.
All right. Well, we're good. Sports.
That was awesome. Great job. Great job with the Knicks segment. That was awesome. And Ed, Let's go.
I wanted to ask Julian something because, as you know, every Monday, me and you start a new diet, and it usually ends on Wednesday. So I want to know, like, let's say you're going to prepare for a fight. What's your fighting weight?
140.
Okay, let's say 21 days out. How much above that fighting weight will you find yourself at?
I mean, you try to be as close as possible. You know, that's ideal, but maybe between 8 to 10 pounds, or so.
And how do you go about losing it that last week to trim that last 3?
It's like a lot of water weight and stuff?
weight pounds.
Yeah, it's just honestly, the cleaner the food, that you eat, that it comes right off. If you drink a lot of water, in every workout, I every time I go to the gym, I lose maybe 5.
I
to
can't
6
imagine how
pounds.
many calories you burn. What do you think you burn? You run 6 miles a day. You were telling me last
Yeah.
week, right?
Yeah. I mean, it all depends on what you eat and how you drink. If all you eat is clean food and drink water, the weight comes off instantly.
Wow.
You know what he's talking about,
Right.
Greg. I think it's great. Every like Monday, I'll say to first of all, I go 2 years of pounding chicken calzones and meatball palms. You're just disgusting.
It's the hardest way to
And every
lose.
Monday you start a diet, and somehow you start the diet on Monday morning when you go to work, and somehow by 3 o'clock when I get up from work, I have the balls to take off my shirt and look in the mirror like there's going to be a change in that 8-hour period.
I really believe though. After about a day and a half, I can if I cut out my carbs and stuff, I can feel my body changing. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm saying when I lose, at 260, when you lose like 5 pounds in like 2 weeks, it's like throwing a beach chair off the Queen Mary. you can't really tell. You know what I mean? You can't really tell that I lost 5 pounds. What the fuck is 5 pounds at 260? You know what I mean?
Language.
PG-13. I'm sorry.
Well, I tell you what, I did this week at work. I spent a lot of time, in case my boss is listening, working, but I'm by myself at work, so I have a lot of time to think of the past and things that I'd like to discuss on the show. So I came up with a little thing this week. It's, let's see here. Let me see where I'm going to be at. Okay. It's more of like a kissy.
I'm like rope tied right now.
You got to lose that 5 pounds.
Right,
That's the problem. Once you lose that 5 pounds, you'll be moving freely behind that mic.
Am I hooked on yours?
You'll be very nimble behind that
Can you
desk.
take the camera off me for a second? Sure. I got to rearrange myself. I'm like rope tied. All right, now I'm back.
All right, good.
All right.
Okay, the first thing, well, there's going to be a couple of topics. The first one is this. I went to cash in Atlantic City. So I go up to the cashier window. Now, apparently it's okay when you're on a hot streak to tip the dealer or the guy, the pit boss who's handling the dice game. That's okay. But I went with my cousin Joe and Frank Bello, and I happened to have, Julian, $1,313 on my cash in. Now, I have OCD beyond belief. I'm not leaving with $1,313 in my pocket because it would just be taboo. It'll be bad luck. So I throw the cashier $3. But this is not new. If I up money, I'll tip the cashier, whatever it is. I win $2,706. All right, here's the $6. They looked at me like I was nuts, my cousin and Frank Bello. You never tipped
I've
the
never
cashier
tipped a
window?
cashier.
I've never tipped a cashier.
Never.
I've
tipped the dealer,
tipped the dealer.
Yeah.
Chips.
What?
No,
and you believe that you tip in the dealer, they're going to give you good cards. You believe that. Like, you really, truly believe that
believe that.
$5 is going to get you 3 straight
I
hands.
believe
There
that.
you go.
I believe that. I think he's going to be my
Yeah,
friend
yeah.
after that. He's
Right,
going to be my
right.
friend.
All of a sudden now, he's going
It's
to
not
give you good
he's not
cards.
my friend.
Well, let me. I know me talked about this
Yes.
before. I go to the gas station. I fill up the tank. I throw the guy $1. You don't give him $1.
I don't pay the gas.
I haven't
attendant.
done that since 1987.
I pay the gas attendant if he does my windshield. I don't pay the
Yeah,
gas
they don't
attendant.
do
But
that
they don't do
anymore.
windshields anymore.
How do you duke a guy $1?
What do you mean, how do you duke a guy
embarrassed.
$1?
He didn't do anything.
You got to duke him out the window. What if it's cold out? You got to duke it out the top.
But then what? You got to hand them your credit card out that same window. The
But Eddie,
window's open at some
he
point.
didn't do anything. He's
Got
earning
you
his
there.
money pumping the gas. He's getting paid to do that move.
I'm
He's
not.
getting paid
I'm not.
to
Gonna,
move.
I'm not going to
See what
lie.
it is? I understand, George. You were in the service industry as a bartender. You should respect the tip.
Well, I don't respect.
Well, I'm saying
I
you
respect
never
the
relied
tip.
on the tip. You never relied on the tip.
If they, for some
That's a
reason,
good
they
point.
do my windshield, and I don't want them to, because sometimes my car is clean, and they do my windshield, and then I get the mud streaks down the side from the shit on my windshield.
Right.
So then I feel like I got to tip this guy, and he just put streaks down my car. Then my car was clean, but I had a little bit of mist on
You're
my
paying the
window.
guy for making your car dirty. It makes no sense to me.
I
You
don't
tip the
believe
car
it.
wash guy? Of course you
I
do.
tipped the car
Well,
wash
I
guy.
put a little money in
What's
the
difference
can.
between
They
the
have a
car
can
wash
by me.
guy and the gas station attendant.
It's a different guy.
Of
Yeah.
course it's a different guy. You never know. He might have the second shift. They often have 2 jobs. But my point is, they're both servicing your car.
Yeah,
taking
but
care of your
he's
car.
actually
I don't do
drying
it.
the car. He's actually doing something.
You're doing the wax on,
Right,
wax
wax
off.
on, wax
for me?
off. Right, right.
Can I ask every people that are out there, and can you write in and tell me, when I get my car washed, I take like it's usually like $4, sometimes $3. And I fold it to make it look like $8.
Oh,
When I'm
absolutely.
stuffing it in that like little
fold it
box, you know that little box they have.
In a quarter, like you
put
fold in half
quarters
and,
in?
No, you fold it in a quarter, like a half and another half.
Oh
And it
no!
looks
I
like a
fan
thick
it.
roll.
I take the 4 like this. If you go bullet, and then I fan it like this,
Bullet.
and then I tuck it in with like 2 hands, like I'm stuffing the box. But it's only 4. It's only 4.
I mean,
It's a
I
good tip.
I
What
tip
do you mean only 4?
Really?
I
No?
tip 20%,
But
at
those
least
guys-
in a restaurant.
But let me say, do you
Yeah,
think? I
yeah.
think they're doing 4 times the work that Eddie's talking about, because they're just pumping a little thing right here where these guys are waxing.
You know, he's got the same thing. He's got things with hand motion between the wok, the
The
pizza
wok.
tray.
Yeah,
He's got all these.
I'm a big wok guy. I believe that you tip the
hoof. It's the hoof.
Well, it goes out the
People,
filter
people are saying
toasting.
you're cheap. People are saying
People saying I'm cheap.
Yes,
I put
you're-
$4 in the box. What do they
No,
put
no,
in the
no,
box?
no, no. I'm talking about the gas station attendant.
They tip other people tip the gas. Julian, do you tip
not
the guy
that-
at the gas station?
I do not know.
I do not.
You see,
George,
yeah.
do you
You
tip?
see, no,
No,
no.
Gia.
You want to give me an answer on the Mets
They
and
get
Yankees?
paid
Yet
more
he had to
minimum
take
wage?
sides against me on this, Julian.
I don't know. He's got his own code. He's got his own code here, Eddie. I don't get it.
All right. Now, so I was thinking about some stuff. You drive back from Atlantic City, you hear some. I happen to have the 80s station on.
I love the
So
80s station.
It brought me right back.
80s on
Brought me
8.
right back to the old day, and I couldn't see what it. Hold on, I'm missing something.
Listen, I want to talk a little bit. Can we go a little fighting before we give your love affair to the 80s? Listen, I want to talk a little bit about we have on Saturday. You were telling me that you're doing like a media promotion. It's going to be in Hasbrook Heights. It's going to be at the VFW Hall. And tell us a little bit like what goes on at the media events, because when I was growing up, and Eddie and George, I'm sure, and Bullet, the only media events we really saw for boxing was Rocky Balboa and Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang when he wasn't really playing. We have that footage later, but I want to hear from you. Tell us a little about what's going to go on. What's going to go on Saturday?
It's basically to promote maybe an upcoming fight or something along those lines. Saturday, it's from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Hasbrook Heights VFW. It's going to be me, my teammate Jonathan Michello, who's the co-feature on HBO on May 20th on the Terrence Crawford undercard. He's fighting Ray Beltran.
Oh, that's great. That's going to be awesome.
Basically, we're going to, it's for people to come out and support. There's going to be tickets there to sell. There's going to be T-shirts there to buy. I'm sure there's going to be food. There's going to be a DJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So it is like what we see on Rocky, like with Rocky 3 I was talking about.
Yeah. But
it's exciting. Not as cheesy as the movie, but it's really like an event. It's like a good time. Everybody's like hanging around.
Music by DJ Ammo, and it's just it's going to be a good time. Showcase. There's going to be kids there. It's basically it's pretty much like a watered down training session.
Now, will you will you warm up and like break a sweat? Will you do like a little bit of like speed bagging and like jumping
I'll
rope
get my
and
hands
stuff like
wrapped. There's a lot of reporters that come, and maybe magazine.
Do you spar at all, or is that something that's a
No,
little
no.
too over the top? Because you don't really want to put headgear on and stuff.
Yeah. It's not really to showcase that. It's just to I get my hands wrapped. I warm up. I do some pads. And that's pretty much, maybe some other things, a speed bag, other
If
than
we
that.
go right now, Bullet, if we bring it up the Rocky 4 with Rocky 3 with Clubber Lang, your eyes.
Yeah, I want to tell people I sparred with Julian and I got hit. I don't want to admit. I'm just a weak man who's got bad allergies.
Dude, I can't believe I'm actually watching
Dude,
them
I'm
unfold right
blowing
now.
up like an
It's
eggplant.
blowing up
It's
right now.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But listen, my favorite part of this in Rocky was when a girl goes over and wants a kiss from Rocky, and Mickey was ferocious. He was if you have to put some of the Mickey lines together. But here we go, Julian. Is it like this? Like you get the balloons? Look at them. Here it is, right here. My favorite part. Watch Mickey. Watch Mickey. Watch me.
Look at Adrian. Look at Adrian.
Oh, she's not happy.
That would be Gia.
That would be my wife.
That would be my girlfriend.
Gia, I
Gia.
can't believe he's getting kisses.
My
on
wife,
the-
too.
Wait, I guess he's getting. What was that on? What was he on? Was he on like some type of back hyperextension machine?
Yeah.
What
Remember
was
the
that?
days of those
You,
things?
you build? Do you build your lower back in these media events?
I didn't see what that was. I thought that was like a.
I thought he was doing like
Let's
the
see,
reverse
the
sit up.
bicycle.
Can we go back? Can we
Yeah.
bring that? Because I'm a little intrigued. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like now I understand your dad trains you, right?
Oh, sorry.
But does your dad yell at you like Mickey? Like if like people are around? Does
all the time. I mean, but that's of course, it's for my benefit. But
I was watching I watched a show. I think it was Channel 12 did a story on you when you were younger, and he was saying how you just got sick and tired of like sitting around, so you just got up and started hitting the bag, and they started hearing like a whap on the bag, and he said, "Is that him?"
Do you want to see Julian in action?
Yeah, you got.
You want to show that video now or no?
Yeah. Let's get wild. Let's get our fans out there to see some stuff. This is one of
get that music.
This is one of the things we found, Julian. That's got you laying people out. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you quick about the Tovar fight. Was that like your coming out party? Like, because when you pulled up at that fight, like you got that you able to fight that because somebody else didn't go through, right?
No, I believe
that
you're
the
talking about in the garden.
In the garden fight.
No, that was a guy.
Daluz, right? That
Well, that I fought a couple times in the garden, but I think I fought that one,
Right.
King Deleuze. Then I fought the last time I was in the garden. It was against Adam Matei.
There wasn't a Tovar. I read something about a Tovar.
No, I think I was supposed to fight Tovar
Didn't you
or
drop
something.
somebody with a body punch in that the first round? It was a TKO because you knocked him down 3 times.
that was the
That was Adam. No, that was Adam Matei.
That was Matei. Okay, that was Matei. Bullet, can we bring this up a little
Yeah.
bit and get a little loose? Hey, can you walk us through this? Because I'm going to tell you, I was watching this today. I got so goddamn jazzed
Yeah.
up. I swear to God, I never
good
got.
music.
That's me warming up in the.
Look how quick he is.
Look at that quick. And that
That's
music.
me warming up in
Oh.
the back. Of,
And that's your old man. That's your father, right?
Yeah.
Woo! Listen to him. Listen to the snap. Listen to the snapping in the bags.
That's Madison Square Garden.
Look at this.
Really? God, it's awesome.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. I love that you go to the body so much. It drives me crazy. You guys probably can't breathe.
Do you keep watching this stuff over and over again, Julian? 'Cause I would if I was you.
I know.
I like the White Gloves. Very
Dude, you see that?
sanitary.
Well, how does it feel to beat another guy up? I don't know how that feels.
Oh, my God.
Look at him.
Like,
Get up, yes. son of a-
Julian, hey, let me ask you another question. What do you come out to? What type of music do you like? Oh, look at that one.
I mean, I like to come out to rap music. I mean,
What type, though? You know, you got anything?
some old school. I think the last time I was in the garden, I came out to DMX or something.
Wow,
like that.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
How old are you here, bud?
How old are you?
There, I'm 18 years old.
Wow.
Talk us through this a little bit.
That was
You had it-
that was my pro debut.
That was your
In
pro
Atlantic City,
Did you
yeah,
have to throw
Bally's.
that last left because he looked like
I did. The last left was there just in case he thought about getting it.
They tell you to finish, right?
Right,
They always
yeah.
yell finish in
Just
your
don't
ear.
stop.
This is amazing stuff right here. I'll tell you what, when they show. Oh, my God.
Well, yeah.
He thought he was dodging.
I know.
Oh, man. Dude, this is great. This is when I watched the end of this
Yeah,
one. I
he
got
don't want. This
jazzed
guy
up.
don't want any.
Look at him. Oh,
He's already going down.
oh. Dude, you look so much younger, Jul. It's
Yeah.
Julian. I
I don't
swear.
have facial hair. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh my God. This guy, man, he hung in
Yeah,
there.
he hung in there, this guy,
He
right?
did. He lasted the whole fight.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, and every time I see him around the shows now, he always runs up to me. He's like, "Man, you're the hardest guy that ever hit me before."
Yeah,
It's like-
he said that on this interview, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did he?
he did.
That's a nice compliment
Yeah.
to get, right?
There. How do you feel right there, man?
Yeah, look at me.
oh, relief.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
right.
it. Did he yell, I did it? What, do you have to do it once?
No,
right?
I didn't.
So-
Adrian, Gio.
I did it.
So, Julian, when the fight ends, what's the first thing you do when the fight ends? Besides, of course, they're taking the tape off and everything. What's the first thing you do?
I just go to the back dressing room. I usually I have like a suit, or I pretty much have a specific outfit that I wear for after. And I go out to the stands and I say hello to everybody that
Really?
wants to take pictures, especially everyone that I sold tickets to, my family, you know. But once like they see two people taking pictures, then they come and take pictures, and then everyone is.
So you're all about
I get
the fans.
mobbed. Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
And that's
yeah.
when that's when the hands come up that Eddie was talking about. Everybody
A
comes
lot
up.
of hands
Yeah.
come up with those poses.
Oh man, that was great stuff, man. I love that. I get jazzed up every time. Now, as it gets closer down, right when they start, the thing that always made it so intense for me in boxing was when, like, was it the 5 second or 10 seconds? They do that like clicking to let you guys know that like that it's you got 10 seconds left. I
Right,
think in a way it's like maddening,
Right.
But like it's so amazing to see sometimes when guys like connect and they just go full speed for that 10 seconds. It's so goddamn intense. Is that like programmed? Like almost.
Scorsese's
Oh, we almost
down.
dropped. I almost dropped Scorsese.
Scorsese's down.
It's like Raging Bull, I guess. Scorsese was the Raging Bull. But like, when you hear that, are you just conditioned to know, like, because sometimes maybe you don't want to attack right away, like with that 10 seconds, because you might be in a strategy, or do you know you're just going to go for that 10 seconds because you have a little bit of a rest coming on?
Well, you definitely want to leave, like a last impression before the round ends for the
Okay.
judges. A lot of people sometimes they try to wait for those last couple seconds to really try to win the round over.
Oh, okay.
And I guess that's a way for, if you're down or if the other guy's getting the best of you that round, I guess that's a way of maybe redeeming yourself.
Trying to get that last,
trying
those
to-
last visuals for the
Yeah.
judges, so they
Because
see
at the
you.
end of the day, it's all about effective punches. So if the guy's hitting you with pity-pat punches for the most of the round, and in the last seconds you end up hurting him with some really powerful punches, you just won the round in those last 10 seconds.
Right.
So
The last impression.
I have a
Yeah.
question for you. Now, all this hype going on about McGregor from the UFC calling out Mayweather. Now, when it really comes down to it inside the ring, this has got to be a ploy for money from McGregor, because he can't possibly think he could box his way through a fight with Mayweather, could he?
I don't think so. In terms of business and money, it's a super fight. A lot of people would love to see that. But in terms of, if we're talking about skill and boxing itself, I don't think the fight lasts 4 rounds.
Well, you can tell me, like it's.
And I
you
like
said.
McGregor. I like McGregor. Me and my mom are really big fans of him. But
Yeah, you can tell me.
Let's be honest, he's not lasting 4 rounds.
It's going to cost $99 to watch the fight, and you could tell me right now it's only going to last 2 rounds. You know what? I'm still going to spend the $99 to watch
You
it.
wanna see it?
Because
how
it's
many
one
people?
of those things.
How many people bought Tyson Spinks? Remember Tyson Michael Spinks back in the day?
Was that a pay-per-view at the time?
Pay per view at the
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
It was 96 seconds, wasn't it?
96 seconds. I went to get the pizza. I came back. It was over.
Right, right.
I
Yeah.
think they spoke about what Spinks got paid in that, and they said they narrowed it down till he got paid by the second.
Crazy amount of money he
It's like
got paid.
Yeah, millions of dollars by
Yeah.
the second or something.
He had to bet against himself, man.
No,
He
I
had to.
He didn't
even try,
have to. He
man.
got paid too much money.
think
Well, I'm just saying, to make more, just bet against
Yeah.
yourself and lose. I don't know. It just looked like he was just totally not into it. I remember seeing his face walking into the ring.
Right.
And he just didn't, he wasn't psyched up. He was just like, let's get this over
He
with.
looked scared.
Yeah, he was-
Tyson was peaking at that moment.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a quick question. I know you have a long road. I know you're a young guy, but you had a long road to get here. Today I was reading that you had over 200 amateur fights. Did that start just like Golden Gloves and stuff like when you were younger? And I saw that you won the nationals and stuff like that. Can you tell us a little bit about that? That to me, that's a long road. Can you tell us a little? I know you're a young guy at the time, but can you maybe walk us through that a little
Oh,
time?
I started training when I was 7. Then I actually started in North Bergen.
Down to PAL.
Yeah, North Bergen PAL. My trainer was Pee Wee. His name was Pee Wee Pedro Burgos. He
I heard of
passed away. But that was my first boxing coach, and he's a great coach. But there were no kids for me to spar in that gym. The only time I would get sparring was maybe 2 or 3 times a month, and it would be from another gym coming down with kids, and that wasn't very frequent. So we ended up going to Patterson, where there was a gym full of kids, and I really excelled in terms of skill there. And ever since then, once I made the move to Patterson, we were always fighting, competing, and by the age of 9, I was already ranked #1 in the country for my division.
Wow, that's awesome.
Terrific, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, how about him? He got bored, so he got up and he started boxing. That's what he did.
Right.
I get goobers and turn on Netflix. What do you think?
Julian, I have a question. Who'd you look up to when you were a kid? What boxer out there was your influence?
As a kid, not that I was forced, but I didn't really have a childhood. So when I wasn't training, I was in the house watching old film.
Right.
So I admire old-time fighters, Joe Frazier, Roberto Duran. My favorite fighter is Salvador Sanchez. He's a Mexican fighter. So I at the time looked up to those fighters.
Right.
Now I've been in contact and I've been around some superstars of today boxing, like Manny Pacquiao, Danny
You sparred
Garcia.
with him, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
a sparring
yeah.
partner. So I picked things up from everybody, like that, and it's just I look up to different people now for different reasons.
Right. Right.
so-
As you get older, I guess you look up. Yeah, sure.
A good friend of mine, Brian Murray, made a quick comment. Before I move on to the next Brian Murray, I'm glad you're watching to begin with. He brought up the point when Tyson versus Spinks. Tyson made $20 million. Spinks made $13.5 million. So it was $140,625 per second.
That's what
that's
yeah,
what
crazy.
Tyson
That's what
Ruff
I
made.
read the second thing.
Wow.
That was
Oh, that's
crazy.
good stuff.
All right, listen. I gotta bring. She's like my sister. I gotta bring Gia over. Can we bring Gia into the segment? Gia, come over. Come on, let's get over here. Show your pretty face.
And I want to.
No, because I'll be honest with you. Eddie worked really hard. We were talking about some smoochy woochies. He was calling the
Going to call the
segment.
Kissy Smoochy segment.
Yeah. So, one of the things that Eddie was talking about today, and I thought it was amazing. Eddie came in with all these different places in North Bergen
Yeah.
where people like hung out, and kissed or
Well, the
whatever.
first thing I like to do, because I want to congratulate these two on one thing. They have separate Facebook pages. I have a problem. As a co-host here on Pizza Time, my job is to announce the birthdays. So I'm not going to point out specifically Christian Marcillo, but anyone, Christian Marcillo, who has a joint account. I am confused on whose birthday it is. These accounts are free. Do me a favor. Separate the accounts.
Yeah,
I don't understand
Just
the
for the
joint
sake
account.
of knowing the right birthday.
I don't.
Yeah,
Even
you-
that, I don't understand. I just don't get
I'll
it.
take it one step
I love
further.
Christian, I love Donna, but I just don't get it.
My
And
friend-
they're not the only couple.
George Niebergall, Margot Wood, they have the same one, but they also do the same bachelorette and bachelor party, which I thought was odd too.
Pisses me off.
What do you mean, like a joint party?
Joint bachelor and bachelorette
That's-
party. Now
that's
that's just like
sacrilege
terrible.
what that
What
is.
did you do for your bachelor parties?
Which one?
We almost got it down to a science.
Me too. I did a couple things. I was in Atlantic City one for one, and another one I was. We hit a bunch of places around here. My brother-in-law threw a really great one for me, and it was wonderful. I had a good time. It was very clean fun. Clean fun.
All right. So now that we got the couples up
You
here,
had soap?
let's get down to some things here. Okay, I was thinking about when we were growing up. The first thing is, that's when everybody starts experimenting around. What's a fair age to say? 12, 13, no, kissing. Just a little kissy smoochy.
Eighth grade.
No, kissing.
11 to 12. 11 to 12.
Eighth grade, seventh, eighth grade, maybe.
All right. What was your what was your go-to song? Like, who was your go-to bands? Like, if you really wanted to lighten the mood, with a Bartles and James wine cooler behind the high school.
We were big wine coolers, yeah. We're big wine cooler crew.
What you get a little Rod Stewart or Bon Jovi?
Rod Stewart was always good.
I was Bon Jovi. That Slippery When Wet album came out, and
Yeah,
it was
that was
it was
your
a,
move?
It was a little loose. People got a little wild to it. They had a little fun.
You know who's the
You know?
shoe-in? Brian Adams.
Brian
Which
Brian
one?
Adams.
Big
is
stuff
per-
came
Which
from Brian.
one? Which one?
Well, the song Heaven was big.
Right.
You could always
But you know
snuggle
what?
up with that.
Lionel Richie.
Well, Lionel had some
Richie
killers.
was killer. He was a good one.
Out there, anybody else write in? Well, Steve Criselli said Journey, which I'm going to be bringing up in a little while because he's got a great point with that.
But what about you? What about you guys?
Yeah, you're a little
What's
bit
your
younger.
song?
Do you have a song?
We have some young fans. We'd love to hear from what you guys. Gia, you said your prom song was 2012, right?
Yeah,
Was
that's
the
when
na-
I graduated.
That was the same. That was the name of the song, though.
Yeah.
Was that from the Black Eyed Peas?
No.
That wasn't the Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed
I don't
Peas.
Remember, they had like a crazy run for like 5 years with like prom songs. What about you, Julian? Do like with songs back in the day? You thought like what like it was like the hit songs when you were right around that age,
I don't even remember my prom much. I mean, it was probably one of the only times I was able to go out to a function, if
Yeah.
I wasn't training or anything like that. So
Well, can you sing? I mean,
Yeah,
there's
he
rumors
sings.
out there. He sings. See, if I could
Yeah, he
sing
does.
or play the
It's really
guitar,
good, too.
if
I got a
could play the-
karaoke song.
I would
Come
never
on.
stop.
What do you
I would
sing?
never
What do you
stop.
sing?
Neither. Play piano. I should have learned to play the piano
If
when
I
I
could
was
play the
younger.
guitar, I'd be that douche on the
He
beach.
plays the guitar,
right?
too.
Guitar all around.
You play the guitar and
He
you
does.
We got a guitar.
I actually been doing music because of since I was 12, because of the fact that I wasn't really able to leave the house or anything like that. So I had to find something. I'm actually a great drawer. I love to draw.
Really?
I'm really
A
artistic.
regular Renaissance man.
Yeah, look at this.
He just doesn't like to do laundry.
Gee, stay positive.
So what do you think? You think at the end of the song? Stay you said
Pizza and love.
you said you play the guitar.
I play the guitar.
So at
I
the end
play
of the show, you
drums.
think you'll take us out?
Can
We
you
have a
take us
guitar.
out?
Yeah, you gotta
Will
take
take
us
us out.
out.
We'll
You can play the
later on.
guitar.
Not now. At the end of the show.
That's not singing.
Maybe.
Julian, you really don't have a choice now. There's hundreds of people here
They
demanding.
want to hear it.
you
They
know?
want to hear it.
I don't know.
John Shaw Sr. weighed in with a little Barry White.
Oh, that was his time. Barry White was.
I think it's timeless. I don't think it was
Barry
just John
White.
Shaw Sr.'s type. I
Luther,
think that can go
Vandross.
Big Luther, not Little Luther.
Big Luther.
Big Luther.
There was
had
a
some
Little
good-
Luther?
Oh, yeah, it was terrible. It's like
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra Jr.
Right.
I
Same.
thought,
You know?
I thought Little Luther was Reuben Stubbard. Remember that guy?
American Idol.
He died, I think, right?
Oh my God.
He ate himself to death.
All right, so let me say here. Obviously, he's a musician. He's an artist. He's a professional boxer. Want to see how smart he is. How'd you like to see? We'll do a little of that. My question, I'm going to start on this end of the room, and I'm going to work my way back to you two. But Bullet,
Yes.
do you remember when and whom
The suspense is
the
killing
first
me.
person you ever... that was wrong. The first girl you ever kissed. I didn't mean,
Are we really? I'm not doing this.
No
we're
names.
doing this.
No
We're doing this.
names. No names.
No,
Come on.
I'll say it. It was first grade.
You
It was
pig.
Annabelle Sanchez.
Oh, you get a peck. You mean a cheek?
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
we're not going.
Isn't he a
there.
pitcher?
Okay.
All right, here's this. We'll get off the kissing thing, but here's what I want to do. I want
I'm not
everybody.
doing sex either.
No,
I'm
we're
not
not
doing
doing. Did I say sex?
I know. I just wanted to get defensive. I wanted to get defensive.
Do me a favor. Get a do we have a piece of paper?
Yes.
Well, they're not going to get it because they're from Hasbrook Heights. So this is basically for my North Bergen crowd right here
Heights.
at home. Do me a favor. Take
As
a
if
minute.
it's the
Get a
moon.
pen and a piece of paper. I'm going to ask 5 questions about places you might have made a little kissy smoochy at. And that's all it is. So let me get to my list of places. And with every point you gain, I don't know. What do you think? If they score 1 point, they're a really good person. If they score all 5, they
Might be a little suspect.
little loosey goosey.
Little loosey goosey. Not our loosey goosey, but a different type of loosey goosey.
I'm out.
No, just definitely. No, George.
I'm not playing.
Well, let me ask this, George. Well,
I don't know the
Julian,
questions.
let's start
I'm not
with you.
playing.
Do you remember who's the first girl you ever kissed?
You can say her first name. You don't have to say her last name.
I don't
You don't
know.
remember.
No.
If he was smart, he would have said Gia, and he would have had the whole package going on.
Right.
Well, I met Gia in high school, so to say she was my first kiss, that would be kind of embarrassing on my part. But
Well, mine was my wife.
Mine
George, there you go, Georgie.
Well, mine was my wife.
Which one?
Greg, you opened that door.
Twice today. Twice today.
All right, so let's get back to this. For my North Bergen people, and hopefully you have your pen and paper out, and we're going to each answer that as a yes is 1 point, and the best you could do is a total of 5. And here we go. Have you ever made a little kissy smoochy at the North Bergen pool? George, are you writing this down, or you're abstaining from this?
He gets nervous. It's his wife. He gets
All right. Really? Number two. Have you?
Playing.
Bullet, you playing? You don't have to do the North Bergen pool one, but
You could be your hometown pool.
Yeah.
Okay. Your hometown pool.
Okay. Okay. Number 2. Have you ever done kissy smoochy on Boulevard East, which would include the cliff?
Bullet, it's right up your alley,
He's
bro.
got a point. He's got a point.
Kissy smoochy.
Kissy
Kissy
smoochy.
smoochy.
Do huggy wuggy and licky ticky.
The whole different show.
We're talking about first base.
I'm sorry.
First base. First base only.
Okay, first base.
PG-13, guys.
I do, right? Van Aken just said I look like Woogie and something about Mary because of my allergies. I got stuck by 8 bees on the way up the stairs. Because you got to keep that window open and all the pollen is running free out there. And I'm
That's
going
true.
nuts.
Get hot, I'm fat.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or I explode. My face explodes. You got those sunglasses. Give me the sunglasses from last week, Chris, please, because I can't have people.
Let's take the picture. Take the picture.
All right, number 3. So that was 2. The first one was the North Bergen pool. Second one was along Boulevard East or the cliff. The third one, have you ever done kissy smoochy behind the North Bergen or whatever high school you went to?
Yep, I did.
Yeah, you did, Julie. All right, Julie. Okay, and 4th, have you ever made kissy smoochy
Not playing.
inside or around Big Mouth? Big Mouth Arcade, 74th and
Wait,
Bergen
does
Line
that
Avenue.
include video magic?
I would say it includes Peppermint Patties, Wizards, Silver Ball, all the local arcades. Now, Wizards is next to Hashways.
was by
That's
Hashways.
really going back there. So
Yeah.
you'd have to be a youngster, you know?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Now, with that being said,
Now, that'd be one last one.
okay, there's one more.
Have you ever done kissy smoochy while involved in the game Spin the Bottle?
Kissy smoochy, spin the bottle. You know what? Spin the bottle. I mean, I was only at like 2 parties that did that. It got a little creepy because you know what? I really like the girl's older sister.
Oh yeah.
What do you got? You got measurements for Julian? Hold on, we're doing the head measurement as well. people must have.
We got to make sure that we get it.
What do you got, George?
It's the chin hair.
Yeah, be careful.
7, 8 with the beard.
That's small. 8 with the beard.
8 with
what
the
was
beard.
the circumference?
23.
23.
You know what's going to happen
Very
one day?
small.
He's going to be on
You might
HBO,
as well
George.
measure a
He's going to be on
basketball.
HBO. They're going to give his age, his weight, his reach,
I
and his
am.
head measurements for pizza time.
I'll tell you what. If
See what do you got around
Actually,
the circumference?
she's got 22 and a quarter.
That's
Ah,
great. That's very
small.
small.
You're
22
small
and a
then.
quarter.
Okay.
And
sit up straight.
It's like a 7 and a quarter.
Was it?
7 and a quarter.
7 and a quarter.
Don't tell me I have a big head anymore.
No, you're fine. Your head is fine.
Okay, so now, Greg, what did you score? Out of the 5 categories of where you might have done a little kissy smoochy, what were your numbers?
I was 5, Ed. I'm sorry.
You were 5 for 5.
I'm embarrassed. I
I don't think it's anything to be embarrassed
I mean,
about.
not for a
It's
man,
only-
not for for a man, but not maybe for
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
a
why
boy
is it
and
that,
not a
but
girl.
I got to stick up for the women here. Gia, what's the big deal? If you were a teenager growing up and you kiss people at 5 places, we're not talking about anything else. This is just kissing.
I don't think it's a big
I
deal.
don't think it's a big deal at
Smoochy
all. Kissy smoochy, of course.
Kissy smoochy or smoochy woochy?
Chris, you have those sunglasses over there. I can't.
I
look
don't-
at myself
No one's
in this
looking,
TV
I'm
anymore.
telling
No
you.
one's looking. Yeah, I can see the. I can see the stats here.
Somebody called the Woogie. They called the Woogie. They called the Wooganowski. They called the Wooganowski. Oh my God! It's
Franks and beans.
Frank and beans.
All right. Now a couple other things. Now, Chris, we'll start with you again.
Okay.
At home, people. Do you remember your prom song,
No.
George?
as I sit in this smoky room,
Wow.
So emotional.
Well, what, now,
not about to end.
I was going to say this sounds familiar. I was in his class. That's the problem.
I pass my time with strangers, but this bottle's my only
All right,
friend.
so we did a little Bon Jovi. Never say goodbye.
Never say goodbye.
Never say goodbye. Greg, what'd you have?
I had "You Look Wonderful Tonight" from Eric Clapton,
That's a good one.
and my principal danced with my date during the song.
Do you mind?
Mind to dance with the date? It was your big black guy.
Yeah, I got stepped. I got stepped in.
Gia,
on.
what was yours, Gia?
2012, but
Now that-
I don't know who sings it.
Nathan, I don't think I've heard of it. But you guys are much. You got
That's because it's the year I graduated.
25
Yeah.
or years younger than I. Yeah, that's being gentle. 25 years younger, probably much more than that.
Yeah, so
Right?
you guys.
Julian,
had the
what did you
same-
have?
I honestly don't remember.
All right. We'll let it go, Julian. I'll let you.
Some Britney Spears song.
Listen, I got to tell you this now because I'm starting to notice that you're missing out on this. You got to take a little time during life. I know you're in the pursuit of going up right now to smell the roses. Okay? I know you've been training hard. I know you're working hard, and you seem like an amazing person. But take a little time to smell the roses. Maybe at the prom you didn't get it, but now as we go on, listen, I'm not giving you a lecture. I'm just saying, enjoy it, absorb it, and take it in.
Guy's an
Right.
artist, a musician, a boxer, and we're going to give him
Right.
tips on how to change his life.
Oh, I'm just saying. Remember, next time he's not going to remember the prom song, but next time he goes to a wedding and dances with somebody that he appreciates, like Gia, and just remember the song that because you're very romantic. I've been noticing a lot of romantics. We're going to get back to Ed. I'm not going to go into it yet, but these guys have a lot of like.
Before my
romantic-
eyes completely shut, we're going to have to give him.
Wait, we're gonna go back to Ed, but I was talking to Bullet before. We pulled up a couple segments of Gia and Julian. They play like practical jokes, and we're gonna get back. Let's go to the segments. Wait, no, Ed, keep going with this. No, Ed, go to the. We're gonna
All right,
go.
here's what we got. You want to be romantic in that? Let me ask you this.
Here we go.
Mr. Romance.
I'm saying just smell the roses. That's all.
Anybody in the room or my listeners? Do you remember? It's easier to remember because I do. The first movie theater I took a girl to, but you remember who it was and the name of the movie. Can you do all three? The location of the movie theater,
That's tough.
the name of the movie, and the girl you went to see it with.
What was the name of the theater in Fairview?
That was the Fairview Cinema.
Okay.
That one really stuck you.
That must have been tough to remember.
The one across the street from the Point. That's what I remember.
That was the Fairview Cinema,
Right.
right? So, do you remember what movie it was?
The one with Brooke Shields.
The Blue Lagoon.
No,
Which one is that?
no, the
You don't remember Blue
I
Lagoon?
remember Blue.
No, the other one.
How old do I ever?
The other one.
I think
gotta
she made
fig-
two. I don't even
Not
remember.
Brooke Shields. Maybe, Brooke Shields. Hold on. Let me
George,
look.
Google yourself. What about you, Greg?
Took a girl to?
Yes.
I'll be honest with you. I went to. I I went to Lowe's 6. My parents drove us. It was very awkward. And
Did you do that thing where your parents weren't allowed to talk to you when you're in the backseat with the girl? Like, yeah, ma.
It's like Ralph Macchio when Mr. Miyagi took him, or his mother took him to the movies. Endless Love.
Was it?
Endless Love.
I don't think I see. I mean, I'm not
the
trying to
movie
be
Endless Love.
Yep,
my
someone
mother
just wrote it in.
hero,
my
but I don't
my
remember
mother
seeing
took
it.
us to the movies, dropped us off. Let us watch the movie, came back and picked us up.
Mine may have been, as much as I despise Tom Cruise, All the Right Moves.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that it might have been the Mayfair. It could have been the Mayfair Theater.
Soundtrack
or
of your life.
The Galaxy.
All the Right
I'm
Moves.
not quite sure. Remember that movie then?
I saw Pee-wee's Big Top.
With a girl. How
With a
romantic
girl.
that was.
And they weren't going to
Did
let us
Large
in.
Marge send you?
They weren't going to they weren't going to let us in after 5 o'clock because we weren't accompanied by an adult. And I had to I had to look at the girl. Come on.
Yeah, slip
The girl in the red blazer. They had the girl in the red blazer with the Jufro. I said, come on. She let us in.
Gia, what your first movie with a boy?
I don't remember.
Julian?
I actually hate the movies, so probably never went.
She doesn't like it, huh, Julian? She's not a movie girl?
No, she is not.
What about you, Jules? Let's get you in trouble.
You don't remember?
No, I remember very clearly.
not like the problem song.
It was in. It was the Garden State Plaza movie theater.
Wow, that's a nice one.
High class.
That's high class.
High class.
That had stadium
And
seating
I think I
first.
saw a scary movie. I mean, but it wasn't really scary. But,
Smart.
That's the
I think
way
it
to
was
go.
Smart.
one missed call or something like that.
I remember that
scary
movie. Yeah.
I went to the Love Story.
That's
That's a bad
a
movie.
great
but-
thing, the scary movie, because they get a little uptight.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah,
They
but
jump
you're
in your
gonna be the
arms.
hero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
the
But
love,
I-
the
it
love
saves
story.
them.
That's a bad one because now you got to compete with the guy in the movie.
yeah,
and-
I'm not that bright. I'm not that bright.
Well,
Never been that
mine was
bright.
Pee-wee's Big Top.
Wait a minute. I think I'm wrong. That was not my first movie. Do you know what my first movie was? And it made me sick?
Tron.
Bad Boys.
No.
With Sean Penn.
The Last American Virgin.
Oh.
That
Wow.
kid annoyed the hell out
Oh,
of me. He
that
got
poor
walked
kid.
on the whole movie.
He was worthless
Was
and
hot.
weak. He was worthless and weak.
Exactly.
Did you
that
see
was the movie, yeah.
How upset, how happy he was when he drove up in that pink Cadillac with the ring, and he was looking for what's her name, Karen. Her name was Karen.
Security, yeah.
And he walked in, and she was making out with the guy who,
Yeah,
you know,
he
he did the
really got
put the
it
Coma
stuck
Sikam and the Coma Sikam.
All right.
Greggy, somebody wants to talk to you about the Elephant Man movie.
Is that a
You got
reference to
story
me?
about the
Is that a
elephant?
reference to me right now?
It's not my sister or my brother, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they took me and I cried. They took me to the Elephant Man and I cried. The whole time.
You're not an animal. You're not an animal.
Every once in a while, like Thanksgiving, my brother goes, I am not an animal. I am a human being. I'm like, you got to be an asshole right now. I was just because Aunt Pat's passed away and you're not here to abuse her. You're going to start on me now?
All right, again, last week we did some trivia, and I think it went real well. So at home, do me a favor. Get your pen and pads out, and we're going to see if we could see how good your memory of 80s songs are. What I'm going to do, the rules of this contest, guys.
1 second. Bullet, I want you to chime them up so when we're done here, we're going to use their segment.
Are you scared?
Oh, my God.
But no, after Eddie does this awesome segment that he worked on, I love this. Before he was talking about it, he wouldn't give us the answers, douchebag. But we're gonna go to them so people have time
Yes,
to
we're all
answer.
ready.
All right, good stuff. You ready, brother?
All right, the rules to this contest are going to be, I'm going to take songs. I'm going to give you, I believe I have six songs from the 80s. I'm going to give you one line from the song. Bullet, you include this.
Okay.
Only one line. If you need a second line, I can help you out with a second one, but that's going to be it. I need you to see if you could name to me, well, you guys are going to write down the artist and the name of the song, if you can identify it, right? All right, are you ready? What do you think the under-over is on 6, Greg? How many do you think you'll come up with?
You started saying them like you were speaking them and not singing them, and that's
Well,
very
I told you the cadence I'm going to say them in. I'm not going to lead on.
it's very difficult for me when you do that. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm not going to sing. First of all, I can't sing.
Can we sing finishing it? Can we finish?
If that helps you, when I give you the phrase, the sentence, if you want to sing it to yourself or out loud, that's completely up to you.
We're not going to sing it because we're going to give them time to people at home.
People at home
To do it, right?
Okay. Let me get my
All
phone
right.
out here because I'd like to see what our listeners are doing as I'm doing this because I have to watch these two because they cheat.
I'm not cheating.
You will cheat.
I'm not a cheater.
I'm not a cheater.
All right. Song number 1.
I'm not cheating. You're not
At
trying.
home, people at home. Here we go.
Bad Medicine. Bon Jovi.
Shut up!
That's amazing.
My segment, and you're not going to ruin it. All right. I've been the king.
Love comes walking in.
Guys, if you're going to be honest, we're not going to play. We're not going to play. Do it again, and it's over. The segment's over, and I'll go home and nurse my allergy swollen eyes. All right, here we go.
Come on, everybody.
First line. Cut the shit. All right, here we go. I've been the king. I've been the clown.
That's it.
I got it.
Well, you need another line, or does
I
somebody
know.
have it? Don't tell me don't tell me what it is.
Got
But
it.
do you have it? I don't have to give another clue.
Nope.
The first
Been
one
the
was
king.
I've been the king. I've been the clown.
Been the pauper.
George, don't give extra words because you're going to throw people off at home.
Nobody-
Play like an adult. You're
Nobody
such a
likes
child.
that guy. You're a child. You're
No
acting
wonder
like a child.
No wonder your wife and two daughters are crying the other morning. You're fucking miserable.
I had a problem the other morning. They were crying. I didn't know what we were crying about.
All right.
You girls cry for no reason.
Okay, got this one.
Okay, number 2. All right. Well, let me just.
The girl can't help it.
No. All right. I listen to your favorite song playing on the radio. DJ says, loves a game of easy come and easy go. Don't give it away.
He sounds
Do
a
it
little.
yourself. If you give it away, you're going to give it to
But he
Greg.
sounds a little like Casey Kasem. don't he?
I listen to your favorite song playing on the radio. DJ says, loves the game of easy come and easy go.
Bullet, you have a pen?
Yes.
Okay.
George, you're giving it away.
Listeners
the
are
more you hum
guessing,
it,
too.
he's going to get the tune. You know what? I'm not crazy about Tomasello. Ciccarelli gets home from
told you.
Mexico when?
That's it. He gets home on Tuesday.
All right.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't help it. There's excitement. There's excitement here. I'm excited.
All right.
Sorry.
Come on, I want to get this done because I want to get to this.
All right.
segment.
We're at 1 hour right now.
All right.
We're at what
We're
hour?
going to play the
You're
time.
playing time.
All right. Number 3 song. In 65, tension was running high at my high school.
Got it.
In 65,
Got it.
tension was running high at my high school.
I don't know number 1 though. You got number 1?
Let's not go back. Let's go forward.
All right.
All right. Now, the song, this one will be this. This one's a little obscure. Dribble off.
What are you writing?
What do you got? He's doing his thing. Dribble off those Bobby Brooks. Let me do what I please. Dribble off those Bobby Brooks. Let me do what I please.
Fuck is that?
I could give you this clue and not give it away. No, it's not. No, it's a clue.
Listen,
Bobby Brooks was a popular clothing band for women in the 70s and 80s.
Are you trying to make this a radio show?
No, it is a radio show, for
fucking
Christ's sakes. What do you think it is? Okay, the line is, dribble off those Bobby Brooks, let me do what I please. If you don't know it, you don't know it.
You get 2 free admissions to Hunker Bunker if you win this.
Good and plenty, free Excalibur.
Hunker Bunker next week.
Free drink chips at Hunker Bunker.
Our listeners know these songs.
Did I?
Yeah.
Look. Okay, now, number...
Well, they have Google.
Number 5.
Easy to do.
And being part... I'm going to do that last. No, we're going to do it now. And the last one. And being a part ain't easy on this love affair. Now, I'm going to give you a clue to everybody.
That sounds
I'm going to give you the line again. And being a part ain't easy on this love affair. Now, I'll give you this. It's Journey. Is it Open Arms or is it Faithfully?
Got it already.
Do you know how to play these songs, Julian?
No, I don't.
Open Hearts. Wait, what was the other one? Open Arms?
Is it Open Arms or Faithfully? Well, George, Chris, were you an Open Arms guy or a Faithfully guy? Everybody's got to have what their favorite from Journey. Which one were you?
I guess I was Open Arms. I don't know.
All right, so
Georgie
listen.
boy?
Is that the
Open
last
Arms.
one?
Open Arms guy?
That's the last
That
one?
was it. So now I'm going to go back and I'll give you the answers.
Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
I like the people to have a chance at home to put it together.
They've been answering the whole time.
Oh, they have?
Yeah.
So you want to close it out, and then we're going to go to these?
That we could do.
All right.
Okay, the first one was I've been the king.
Oh.
I've been the crown. I've been the clown. Greg, who thinks they have the right answer? What do you got, Greg?
I don't know.
No open wings can hold me down. I'm free again.
Beauty. Composer? Artist and
Artist
song.
is Ozzy Osbourne, and I believe the song is Goodbye to Romance.
Wow.
I nailed it?
I don't know. I didn't
Very
know.
nice. Yes, that is it.
That
I didn't know that
that
one.
is correct.
Yeah.
Linda Visconti, guess that?
Linda Visconti,
Yeah,
yeah.
good job,
Robert
Linda.
Fulton girl. She got it.
Good work. David Van Aken.
Gabi.
Gabi's a big Oz guy.
Here we go. The second song. I listen to your favorite song playing on the radio. DJ says loves the game of easy come and easy go.
And I wonder what you know. Has he ever felt like
I think you're onto
this?
something, George.
He's
I
got
think
it.
you're
And I
onto
know that you'd be here right now if I could let you know somehow. I guess every rose has its thorn.
Okay, who sings it?
Marlon.
There you go.
Oh, I
Good
would've-
boy,
I would've
Georgie.
thought Molly
Good boy.
Crew.
Good boy.
I would have got that wrong.
I got that one.
All right. All right, this one.
Bullet.
Yes.
You have your answers?
Yeah, I didn't know either one of those.
Have you noticed the last 2 weeks he's very withdrawn? He's
Oh,
got his
really?
own-
Come
Yeah,
on.
I think I know what it is. He's
He
got
lost
his own
his
show.
hair.
He's got his own
He's got his
show
own show
now.
now. We're a second thought.
That's so funny. Tuesday
Tuesday
nights,
night.
9:15.
It's called Live at Fort Lee Studios.
That's right.
And now he's like flat lever now. He's like a flat lever. His mind was left at the door tonight. He's dialing it in.
All right, song number 3. The clue was, in 65, tension was running high at my high school.
There was a lot of fights with black and whites. Troubled times have come. This is my hometown.
That's
Song
The
and
composer
artist.
and artist was Bruce Springsteen, and the song is called "My Hometown."
That a boy,
very
Greggy?
good.
That-
Very
Nice.
good.
Wow.
I had that one. I
had
let you
that
have
one?
it. Yeah.
Swanee River, Ed Norton. All right, number 4. It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you. Take it real slow, people. It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you. No, that means you too. That might help you.
Chariots of Fire.
No, I'm going to give you a hint. It was just the 1-year anniversary of his passing last week with a show at BB King's.
The girl can't help it.
One more time.
I'm sorry.
Well,
It's time we all reach out for something new. That means you too. Billy Lyons got it. Billy Solon got it.
it's Prince, but I have no
Cole
idea what the
Mullen.
song is.
It's Prince, and it's Purple Rain.
Oh, Chariots of
Purple rain,
Alrighty.
purple
Now, this is the one that the woman's clothing line that was famous. Dribble off those Bobby Brooks. Let me do what I please. Hold on now. Let me see if anybody writes in that they get it here. Dribble off those Bobby Brooks. Let me do what I please.
I'm really creeped out by that. So strange.
Is it a Janis Joplin song?
It's not. It's not Janis Joplin.
It's Chariots of Fire. I'm sorry. I'm doing
Yeah,
spicy.
here they come.
Oh,
Chris,
People
do you
are
have this
guessing, yeah.
one? You
What
have
do you
it?
got? What do you got?
I
Bo?
got it. It's
Chris,
Jack and Diane.
Jack
Little
and
Ditty?
Diane.
Little Ditty. Little
And
Ditty.
who is
Little
the
Ditty.
artist?
Come again?
Who's
You would?
the artist?
John Cougar.
That a boy. I thought you were gonna see. A lot of people like to refer to him as John Mellencamp. I refuse
No,
to.
it's John Cougar.
He'll always be John Cougar.
I'm not
man.
going to. I'm not using. It's not going to happen with
John
me. He's Cougar. Always be
Yeah.
Cougar.
Now listen, you two. Eddie, that was amazing, and people at home.
You want the last one?
Oh, we got one more.
Oh yeah, but we didn't decide what song it was from. It was a Journey song.
Oh.
And being apart ain't easy on this love affair. Now, was it open arms or faithfully?
Two strangers meant to fall in love again.
You know what? I was a Journey guy, but I had the greatest hits. You know,
It's faithful.
if they were both on it.
That's it, Georgie. It is faithfully. I want to thank everybody for playing along at
That
home,
was
everybody
awesome.
here in the studio. And one last announcement, because I had spoke about it to you before the show. I was trying very hard to get 2 very good friends of mine guests for next week. And I just got confirmation that next week we will have Craig Nuzzi and Vinnie Fallon.
Oh,
will be
my
up in the
God.
studio
Interesting.
for the show
interesting.
next Wednesday night. That's Vinnie Fallon and Craig Nuzzi will be Pizza Time next Wednesday night, 9:15.
Okay, I really just have to go. We just stepped on somebody. We stepped on the Don Skorkandish, Ron Skorkandish. I had him coming in next week, but he's very understanding. What I'm looking to do at Ron Skorkandish, we're going to talk about a little bit. Me and him are going to do a historical show on on a Monday night, right? We're going to do a historical show.
Yep.
This gentleman has a lot of stuff going on in history, history throughout our town and basically the whole county. And I promised him, this guy is so enthusiastic. He's got a great crew behind him. Lenny and DiGabrano, I guess the guy's name is. I know Joe Lepore and all these guys, and they talk a lot of history. I'm really into that. I know sometimes people aren't, and I don't want to bore you with it. But I really find it really interesting. And we're going to do a show next Monday with Ron Skorkandish. We call him the Don. We call him the Don. He calls himself the Don, I think. And if you watch him on Facebook, he's got an awesome show. And he's looking to get better. He wants to do some documentaries that are based on like the Ken Burns stuff. So Ron, if you're out there, make sure we're going to schedule that for Monday for next week. And we're going to come in the studio. We're going to get some nice visuals, and we're going to put that together. So anybody from that Then and Now in North Bergen, if you want to tune into that show on that Monday, please tune in for that. But Eddie, I want to say that was an excellent job what you did. That was some great
Good
writing.
job, Eddie.
Next week's
Great job.
pre-show with Vinnie Fallon and Nuzzi, the pre-show creative meeting will take place in the Fulton Schoolyard. Bring an 8-pack of Michelob Light, and we're going to meet there.
All right, now let's speak. This show's about pizza and love, right? So we get a lot of times we get a little loose. We talked about Nick's Pizza. We saw the love for Julian from Nick himself, Nick number 2, and George did a wonderful job with that. And then George had that picture with his family behind the counter. But when you talk about love, Eddie talked about smoochy woochy,
Kissy
smoochies. I always botch something every week. So I'm glad it came to smoochy woochy and kissy smoochy. But listen, you guys, I got Gia here, and I grew up. My sister Jen and Gia are so close, and I got a chance to actually meet her probably about 8 years ago, and she's just been part of our family. And I grew up with her father, and I know her mother very well. And I just recently met her younger brother a couple years ago, and just a great family and good people. And I had met Julian and them on Easter. I mean, they were over because she's part of the family. And my sister said, "Why don't you have Julian on Pizza Time?" And I didn't even it never even crossed my mind. I knew your fight was coming up, and I was talking to Mike Ciccarelli and a few people about getting tickets for it. And then it stuck. I was like, "Oh my God, he's a North Bergen guy. He's a professional boxer. What the fuck am I thinking?" So I got kicked off. I'm wrapped up. I swear to God, I'm wrapped up in 10 wires right now. But listen, when you came on, our show's about pizza and love, and you two might have the silliest relationship I've ever seen. So before they came in, I asked them if it was all right. I mean, I crack up. I have Gia on my on Facebook as a friend, and some of the stuff you guys do, I don't even know how to explain it. It's pretty. It's cute. I hate to use the word cute because I'm a 42-year-old man, but it's really cute. And it's silly to see your both personalities are so obscure and strange and silly at the same time. So I asked him if it was okay if we could show some of this footage. Julia, can you guys walk us through it? Because it's we would grow up a couple years back. They had Nick and Jessica, one of those reality shows. It was hysterical. Remember?
Oh my God, Jessica Simpson.
Yeah. Do you remember watching that as a kid? But I watched this.
Nick and Jessica Buzzer?
That's another Nick and Jessica. Yeah, Nick's married to Jessica Buzzer. But when I watch it, I swear when I watch you guys definitely need a reality TV show. And I'm just only watching small little segments of 2-3 minutes. But Bullet, can we crank one of these up? And can you guys walk us through?
Oh,
Look at you.
I'm busting a move. I like to embarrass him in public.
See that I just got out of the sauna right there. I'm losing weight. I'm training, and there she goes in the biggest window in 24-hour fitness and goes and embarrasses us as a couple.
Where is that place? Where is
24-hour fitness in Hazard Heights.
And the glass where I'm sitting in front of everybody that's down there on the treadmills working out, they can all see.
They're on the first floor and they're looking up.
So they're all looking up man, this girl's
Look at these
crazy.
moves. Look at these moves.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
Now watch when they pan back to Julian. Look at his face.
I'm telling you, all right, that's enough. That's
Yeah, he's
enough.
stop.
All right, that's enough.
This guy fights in front of 15,000 people. He's embarrassed at the gym.
Yeah, I get him.
Let me ask you a question. Where did you get those pants?
His mom.
That's Pittsburgh Steelers stuff. That's Pittsburgh Steelers colors.
and
You
yellow.
did
My
very
mom was
well.
actually watching right now.
Who's recording that?
His mom. She's the best. She's our biggest fan. She's always there. I make her do everything with us.
You look like you're a superhero in those pants, some type of.
I'm fabulous.
Bullet, there was another one. I think he's sitting there. You got to see how miserable Julian is, and she comes in and I don't know what it is. You sprayed something in his face.
Yeah, you know what it is. There was silly string in the house, and I forgot we had it. And
Why
then he
is
was,
that? Number one, why is this silly?
It was from an Easter basket.
Oh, okay.
So. It was in the house, and I was cleaning everything up, and I came across it, and he was mad at me sitting on the couch. He was pouting, and I'm like, what better to do with this silly? I was going to shoot it outside. I'm like, I might as well shoot it on his face.
He didn't look amused,
he looked bored, so.
Bullet's scanning through. Here we go. Wait till you see his face. He's just not.
He doesn't even react, I don't think.
I was mad at you.
I'm not going to ask why you were mad, because we don't want to get that deep. Look at this. Look.
I don't remember, really.
This is always nice. Right?
Is that the remote in your hand? The remote for the TV? In your right hand? Looks like you.
Look at how annoyed he is.
Oh, that stuff is annoying too, man. It's not as easy as you think to get off. But it's funny. I can see Jim Lampley bringing this in.
Wait, we got to make it full screen.
Is that full screen?
No, yeah, you got to on the bottom right of the video. There's an option right there.
Bada bing. Look at him. Bada bing. But listen, what I just don't.
So there it is.
Who gave the silly string? Why was it in the Easter basket?
It was his son's Easter basket.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Look at the silliness, though. But you still couldn't get past it, huh? How long did it take?
No, she went for the hand, then she went higher to make sure she gets him in the face. Yeah. Yeah.
Back, and to the left.
This is a brutal film.
But that's awesome. Listen, I really wanted to thank you guys for coming in.
Awesome.
You guys, listen,
thank you. It was
you
awesome
guys
to
make
be
the
here.
cutest
Thank
couple,
you.
man.
Oh,
Like,
thank
you.
keep up those videos because we're going to probably keep showing them. We show like the donkey. We have all like our little cute segments that we'll show. And listen, you guys have any more wacky shit like that? We're going to put it up.
Oh,
upside down at the
there's a real good one of him, but I'm not going to do that to him right now. He's in his underwear, and he always takes long. Like, he blames me, like, oh, you do your hair and makeup forever? And I'm like, yeah, but he sits there, he's on his phone, and he's like, all right. I'm like, come on, like, we got to go. So I'm walking into the hallway. I just so happens to be recording. He's like, babe, I'm ready. His feet are on the ceiling. He's doing a handstand in his underwear on the bed. His toes are just barely grabbing onto the ceiling, and they're curled. And then, like, I'll do stuff like he'll always be walking into the bathroom, or I hear the shower end, and I'm like, babe, whatever. He's walking out of the hall, and I always scare him, and I always get on video, and it never fails. Like, he should know already I'm going to scare him, but no idea.
George,
It gets
is
better
that-
every
is that
time.
what you and your wife do at home?
Yeah,
That kind of
exactly.
stuff is going on?
That's the stuff
With the
that's
two
going on at
kids,
home.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what's
Right.
going
Silly string, the whole thing. I'm running around my underwear. It's the same stuff.
I did something similar like that into the third month of marriage, and she left.
Some of them just really hate silly string.
Yeah, they just hate silly string. It was a deal breaker for us.
I just bought silly putty, and it got caught in my daughter's hair. Forget about the silly string. Silly putty's bad.
But listen, I want to promote. So Saturday, you have your media day going on.
Yeah,
right?
Saturday.
Can anybody go? Can anybody buy tickets and
Open
go?
to the public. It's free.
Oh, it's free.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's really cool stuff. And we're really listen. You're going to come back. Your fight's coming up. We're not really sure when, but when you're done fighting, right? I know you need some time and stuff like that after. But would you come back? Would you guys come back and to Pizza Time? We can talk a little bit about your fight and stuff.
Sure.
And do some
course.
highlights and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, you guys were the best. And
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
Very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
so much.
Great to meet you, Jewel.
Jay, you're the best. You're welcome back anytime. Right?
Thanks.
We're going to try to get your dad on here. It's almost
we
impossible.
got to get me, Mike Hennessy, my dad, and Mike Ciccarelli.
We're going to get that's a troop.
That's
Right
That's
there.
a good
Well, we got to
one.
congratulate you because Silvana is more or less cast here, right?
She is
She's a
cast.
member. So this is our first female.
You're the first
appearance.
female. You're the first female
Congratulations.
appearance
You're
on
the
the
first
show.
one to make it on the Pizza Time.
You did it.
I'm sure you'll be hated by many now.
Yeah, I'm
many,
sure.
many of these cats out there. You know how they're going to get.
Yo, Gia, we did it.
We did it.
Hey, listen, I want to give a special thanks tonight to George Tomasello. That was amazing when he went to Nick's Pizza. Also, we didn't get to it tonight, but he did. We didn't show the video, but we're going to do it next week. It was the first time he went to a pizza truck, and we're pretty excited about that because we love everything pizza and love. And Bullet, I really want to thank you this week. We threw a couple screwballs at you with the Facebook and stuff like that, and so also putting up finding that Rocky footage, which was awesome.
You're welcome.
To watch Mickey get a little nuts was awesome. Listen, Hennessy, we want to plug Hennessy's birthday.
Yeah,
for
that was
Saturday.
breaking his balls. Big Mike, it's his birthday. It's Saturday night at. He wants you to get there early, so it's a surprise to him. It's like his own surprise party. He's like, but Mike's throwing his party at Social 59. Is that the name of it?
That's the
Social?
place.
That's the
Social
59. Try to get there about 6:30 because the place does pack up because it's fight night. From what I hear.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. So, Mike Hennessy, happy birthday, and
There he
hopefully
is.
You get a
There
big
he is.
turnout for your party.
Look
There's
at
the-
him. Look at that guy.
That's the mug.
That's the modeling shot. I think.
We
That's
want
the
that head
modeling
in here
shot.
to get measured. That chin at
No,
the top of
that-
the head has got to be a winner.
Look at the Piero's face. Watch. Look at the Piero's face. Now look at his face.
I have to say, chin to top of the head.
Look at him.
I love you, Mike. I
They're
love
like
you,
twins.
dude.
They're like twins.
Chin to top of the head, I think's a lock.
Oh, there's no doubt
That's
about
a
it.
lock.
Well, now also we have to announce last week Mike Appel forgot
Yeah, the
to
belt is
take
still
his
here.
belt home,
He's not
but he's
getting
not
it.
allowed to get it anyway. He doesn't
Nope.
have to eat the pizza. We forgot to measure his head.
Right.
We did.
That's another
Can
big
he do a
contender
self-measure?
here. No,
No,
self-measure.
it needs to
Got
be in here.
I don't trust
Official.
him. I don't trust it.
It's got to come from my hands, the measurement.
It's time for me to go get I stop at the emergent med and get a Benadryl shot, so I got to get
Hey, everybody out there,
Bullet-
thanks for watching, man.
Bullet show.
Bullet Show. We got live from Fort Lee Studios. It's on it's going to be on every Tuesday now. We're going to get a little loose. He had a great comedian on his guest. Check it out on Facebook. It's up there. It's posted on his website.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you what, man. There was some sick stories that were told last night. I fell asleep during it, not during the show, but I woke up later. I wound up watching it from 1 to 2 in the morning. It was awesome. I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, it was a great show.
I was jazzed up. That guy's a wild man.
Oh, Carlo Valerio. He has a big show Friday night at Chandeliers in Belleville with Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert Godfrey.
he's
going to
great,
be the
Gilbert.
headliner.
He always reminded me of John Prado a little bit, Gilbert Gottfried.
The Chandelier on South Franklin Avenue in Belleville, New Jersey.
Thank you. 340, I believe it is.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We had a wonderful time, man. Just pizza time and love. We love all you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And listen, we'll see you next week. Good stuff.
Love, peace, and pizza.
Yeah. Let me put Scorsese up real quick.
Look out.
Can't go without Scorsese, you know what I mean?
There you go, Marty.
All right.
Hey, Bullet, you're the best.
Great job tonight.
And we're out.
You all right, Ed?
You were dying to...
I got allergies like you can't believe.
I know. Listen, but the Smoochie Woochie, you had a lot of hits for the Smoochie Woochie.
You got a lot of hits, and you got to remember how many people don't talk about their Smoochie Woochies.
I know, but you know what it is when you're talking about Smoochie Woochies for kids that are like in 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah.
And now we're having conversations when all our friends are in their 40s and 50s.
Right.
You know, who really wants to reminisce? Who's going to write those names in? Like, would you?
Smoochie Woochie. I didn't say you're hanging somebody over a balcony somewhere.
No,
Smoochie Woochies.
When did that? No, I just.
It's a whole different story, Joe.
But you know how
I'm a Steeler fan. You're a Titan fan. You're not getting any action. You know that.
Hey,
And you wanted this shirt, and what'd you tell me in Atlantic City?
The Titans were sold out.
I would have got one, but they were sold out. Yeah, the Titan shirts were sold out.
in New Jersey. Hey, Bull, let me ask you a question. Did a lot of people write in with the answers to the songs? Were they hitting the songs?
Yeah. I think there was like 5 answers for each
That's nice.
each song. And so people with over 240 comments so far.
Franny Janessa said she's not a movie girl. She's just a popcorn girl. I love Franny.
She is a good person. Oh, man, that was good. Hey, listen, your footage was amazing. I tell you what, I spent all day watching stuff.
Yep.
There was some really cool stuff out there, man. You got some good stuff
I was
out there.
watching all your interviews, too. Awesome stuff,
Yeah.
man.
It was good. Hey, guys, can we take a picture, though, before we go? Can we take a picture together?
I start doing that every week.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I want to start putting them in the hallways outside the yoga rooms outside.
Yeah, let's get a good picture of me looking like the Elephant Man. I'm all blown up. But I tell you what, I made fun of it, but I'm making the fist thing for the boxers.
Oh, yeah, we're all doing it in the picture, absolutely.
That was
Is
awesome.
Julian going to sing for us?
Oh,
Play a little guitar?
You want to play a little car, a little something?
We're
on.
No, you know what? Why don't we do the fake? Why don't we go live like we did last time with the music?
Here you go.
You're not in a hurry, are you? Wait.
Get a camera on him?
No, don't do that. He'll get
Can we get a
shy.
camera on him? He's going to play the guitar.
Yeah. Would you have a song that you have a preference?
I mean, the thing is, when I was younger, I used to just do songs, like just songs.
You went live, I went live.
Oh, yeah. Instead of tune to the guitar.
We're still rolling.
Wait 1 second, Julian. I'm going to
Oh,
go
the
live.
guitar's out of tune.
No, it's not. That's
You're that guy now? You're going to be that guy with
I know it is.
it is. We have another one
The guy
here.
who sings it, he's terribly out of
Do we
tune.
have another one? The guy that sings. I think you're in front of the camera. Wait, you're in the front of this
How do
camera.
I do live here? How do I do live? What do I do? Live event?
That was cool.
Cancel. How do I go live, Chris? Well, I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Status.
And live?
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
No, but it's hard.
Is it?
I'm not good with the finger picking and all that.
I want to hold Greg. Do the beginning, please. Get away from me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, if I turn my phone this way and live, does it come across that way, or do I got to have my phone straight up and down? I don't know nothing about this.
Is that live?
After hours.
Yeah, that's me. I'm on my page. Is live right now.
I didn't know you could go live that way.
live that way.
I gotta go straight up.
Yeah.
Down. Hammer hands. Going live. Come on, you can't stop now. I want to hear you sing too. People want to do you. Why can't you sing, man?
All right, when you come on next time, we'll tune the guitar and we'll get you right.
Come on, you gotta sing. What are you gonna do? Lump me up?
Next time I'll
What are you
sing.
gonna do? Lump me up? Look at my face already. There's nothing worse you can do to this face.
Give us a couple chords or something.
Chords are-
That sounds good to me. That sounds awesome.
Right, Angie? Was that Angie?
Is that
Two chords,
Angie?
just 2 chords for you guys.
All right.
That was it.
Let's get a
Beautiful.
picture.
I love that song, Angie.
I don't want to close up. They got welts on my face. Look at this. What's going on
Fine.
here?
Nobody can
You
see
know what?
it.
You love it. Right now, take a measurement of my head right now. Get a picture. Get a measurement of me with the allergy attack going on.
All right.
All right? Can be
All right,
right.
get the picture.
Let me take it.
Come in this way, and then we'll do bullet, and then you'll jump in.
Yeah, you guys get in the middle. I'm leaving it on my chair so you guys get in
Other
there.
ways you think is best.
We're gonna chair out. Pull a chair out of the way, Greg. Pull a chair out of the way. Yeah, so he's gonna be a douche.
I'll just lean over.
I'll do baseball. George, do football.
Get as far as you can. Great. 3, 2. One more.
I'm welting
All
up.
right.
You got my welts?
There
Get
it
in
is,
there.
bullet.
Ukraine shot. Nice and shiny.
All right.
Rifle.
Awesome.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks.
Hey, you're the best.
Again, buddy, good luck with everything.
Thank you
Hope
so
everything
much.
goes well with your
Thank you, man.
condition there, whatever's going. People, you know, I love people keep writing in like we don't know what we're doing. Announce his date. Jennifer's the worst. Jennifer's the worst.
We're still live. We're still live. Easy. We're still
I
live.
didn't announce the date for a reason.
But you know
Still
what?
live?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still live, guys.
Oh, we really still
Yeah.
live? Oh my God.
All right, we're going off.
This is where I love to watch how many pieces.
I love it. Everybody keeps writing in. Announce the date. I'm not announcing the date for a reason.
They don't know. All right, guys.
Careful going down those stairs.
Yeah, be careful,
Treacherous.
please. Yeah, the stairs. It's very steep going out.